So today, Mercury shifted into Cancer, and Mercury is our analytical thought processes. It is our expression and our communication. And Cancer is a very emotional, sensitive sign that is about like our nurturing of self, our nurturing relationships with family, our home, in particular, relationships with our mothers or the maternal people in our lives. And so this basically means that like our thoughts and our communication, our expression is going to be colored by all of these themes. It's going to be a very emotional month, particularly when Mercury stations retrograde on the 29th until July 23rd, where we're meant to really reflect on everything, and our emotions are front and center right now. And so if you've been holding on to any emotions, particularly in these areas, Mercury is going to be asking us to express them and process it and work through it. So whether these are traumas or patterns or cycles or, relationship dynamics or anything that is, that, like I said, that we've been holding on to, you might be feeling it in your body, maybe some aches and pains that are coming out of nowhere, or emotions that are rising to the surface, and like you're welling up, you're crying, or your throat feels tight and things like that. You might be experiencing some of these things that you're like, whoa, what is going on? And we can talk about it. Let me know. We can book a reading or something like that. But I encourage you to let it release. And finally, with this Mercury retrograde coming up, we tend to feel it about 2 weeks before it actually stations. So about mid-June is when you might start feeling this retrograde in particular, until late July, early August even. And for hints on where this is going to show up in your life, you can look to your chart. What house is Cancer in? What house is your Mercury in? And if there are any aspects and things like that, that's also going to tell you, what kind of themes and what you should be reviewing in your life during this retrograde, because that's what these periods are about. It's about reflection and really, taking stock of, okay, what do I need to change in my life? Not necessarily making the changes, but just doing the research.